Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play.
Little trade another day. Little trade another day. Little make another play.
Win some, you lose some,
But you little trade another day. Little make another play.
scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some, you lose some.
But you little trade another day. Little make another
Is
play.
it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy up everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future up early, just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna. Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up in mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared.
Good morning all. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. And happy 4th of July, who all celebrates. To my people in the US. And yeah, let's go. Let's see what we have today. Today's bank holiday in the US, so no trading during NY for myself here. Bank holidays typically are hit or miss. That's how they work. If there's good volume, I haven't had issues. But if the volume is low, you don't want to force anything. So we don't know yet. So far we've pushed a little bit here on gold. We're going to see all the other pairs and take it from there. So let's start off with the calendar. Obviously, it being bank holiday, not much going to be going on today. We do have late at night ECB president speaking, but that's about it. A little bit of news here and there, some yellow folders, but nothing major. So if we go have a look at the charts here, start off with gold here on the daily time frame. Previous daily closing bearish after NFP numbers. Now I would like to show you the 60 level, and especially 60 to 70 level. Very important level. A lot of mid rejections coming from here. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. So a lot of rejections coming from here. We could see a move down eventually down to the range lows. Yesterday as well, Trump's bill got passed. So immediately the reaction from the stock market here, once his bill got passed, is a little bit of downside. But if we look at how big this, see how big yesterday's candle is, not that bad, right? We had a very strong daily candle yesterday, very strong daily candle. So it's a bit of just a break after a very strong day yesterday. And US 30 almost coming to that all-time high. So coming back into gold here, previous daily closing bearish here, as we saw a little bit of Dixie strength as well, just a little bit, but you can see it's being retraced, some of that strength. But yeah, yesterday was a strong candle for that. And we have to see how the market wants to price in his bill here, especially on the tax side. It is better for companies, so especially high earning companies, so it should help the stock market. Could see a little bit of bearish pressure on gold from that, and we're just ending up in this big consolidation on gold, higher time frame. So 4-hour time frame closing bullish here, so we do have a mixed session bias. Gonna bring back drawings here. Majority look good. Just double check daily. Daily looks fine here as well. Cross through twice. Yeah. So going on to 1-hour time frame here, markup looks good here so far. 30 and 15. We do have a 15-minute here. So I think the plan is pretty simple for me today. If I'm gonna look for sells, I want to see how we react here. Let's see if this is cascading. 30 minutes is not there. 1 hour is down there. So if we just see some structure changes and then we start to get below here, there's potential sells below here with us being mixed bias. But I really would like to see more structure form, probably something like that. Once I get this and I can see price maybe fail to continue up, I can look for the sells below here. Now otherwise, potentially if I could see changes of structure, I can work towards the upside. If we want to just stop around here, buys above here as a setup one breakout trade will make sense. We have a 27 pip range there as well. So that's the kind of options here, 3 sort of options, and it's really not too complex in that front. So put buys above here. And that's basically how it will look. So let's have a look at DAX here as well. See what DAX is cooking here. Oh, still have my lines from yesterday. Start off on daily time frame here. Previous daily closing, nice bullish candle on the daily. Yeah, very nice candle on the daily here. Clean setup 2 continuation. Current daily making steep bottom wick though. 4-hour time frame is closing bearish, but no break of structure. And we have not reached this, so I want to clone this. Actually, we just move this to here. And we make this 4R. And then this is a 4-hour support, so I want to bring this up from here. So we haven't broke this structure, so if we can start to see this flip, it could make sense for buys. This is a previous 4-hour resistance here, which will just become a 30 or a 15 pretty soon. So let's see that. Okay, 15 is higher. I hate when it does like this because we have really small ranges. I wish this was not there. It would be such an easy buy. On 30 it makes sense though. Let's see these 5 ranges. I wonder how it would look something above here. This might not be crazy. Above here. See how that looks on 15. Yeah, that's the 15 as well. We could look to trade to the next 15. It is a little bit tight, so we do need a good close, but let's see how much we're working with here. About 6-7 points. It's not bad, especially if we start breaking structure. 1 hour is about to close in 3 minutes, so if 1 hour closes bullish is good. What I really like is 4-hour support was tapped. That's very important for me because target was tapped towards the downside. So it makes sense to see rejection from here, right? Because we've tapped something compared to if we were just rejecting here, right? Like let's say you wanted to take buys here, those obviously failed. So now that we're getting back inside our range and breaking previous structure, I'd feel more confident about that. And then the only equation we need is volume. And with volume, we should be able to push boop through here and get that. So love to see some structure here as well and that type of stuff. But that's going to be my plan for buys. Now for sells, I need more information. Honestly, I'm thinking like starting to think about sells around here, around 23,800. Since we tap target and we're at 4-hour support, not going to be the best place to sell. Even though we have mixed bias, if we start breaking down heavy, maybe with London Open, I can start selling towards these targets here, selling back below, maybe the 1-hour support even. It is a bit messy on the sell side. If we make another lower high, we could also consider sells, but that's more aggressive. Why? Because we tap 4-hour support. So I prefer to be more on the buy side from a 4-hour support and try flip this daily and then see how that what that does for us. So moving on, just checking GJ here as well. GJ as well, daily time frame closing, very strong bullish here. We are closer towards the resistance zones. We didn't tap it exactly yet. We did tap the wicks. Let's see how that looks on 4-hour. So this is our previous 4-hour support. We've only crossed through it once. So let's mark that like that. Mixed session bias today. The buys would be maybe above somewhere like that. Now, selling setup one below looks good here, but every time we've closed on a new low, we've pulled back. New low, pulled back. Why would this time be different? Because we have 1-hour structure. Yeah, that can help. See where we are. Bro, haven't broke up with GJ? No, if it's a very clean setup on GJ, I'll trade GJ. I mean, today we have a brilliant range. We haven't had that in a long time. You know? We haven't had a nice clean range like that. Like, look how high volume this is. So, there could be a shot. Don't jinx it, guys. We probably get a clean setup and then it loses because of this. Because you guys are being mean. Just be nice today, bro. Be nice. So yeah, I think the plans are pretty simple. I would look for a sell below here, but I want to see good structure before on 5-minute stuff like that. 1 hour has to close below now in 40 seconds. 97 would be a target, bro. That's all the way down there, man. That's a massive. I mean, by the time we're selling here, if you look, stops will be pretty reasonable. Maybe 11 pips, maybe 15 max. And then 97 is like 30 pips away, man. So is that a worry for you? Something 30 pips away with 11, 12 pip stops? You know? I mean, if it pushed there, I'll be happy, bro. It's like a 1 to 3. You know? I'll take that. I'll take that, a 1 to 3 any day. No problems. So that's going to be the plan on GJ, basically. Sells below. Sil is logging in with the account, huh? Thanks, man. Scammer. Ban him, bro. At least he didn't block it, man. So I'm gonna give him brownie points because everyone else blocked it. Let's see how the 1 hour close. Wow, interesting 1 hour close. So we need some good confirmation here for sells. How? They kept putting wrong password, not resetting password. Absolutely scamming. So yeah, that's the analysis for today, guys. Let's see what ends up happening on the charts. Bank holiday today. How it works on bank holidays, hit or miss. If volume comes, it's great. If no volume, stay out the ranges. That's the #1 rule on bank holidays, stay out ranges. New York session, I would recommend to stay away from. You know, sometimes there's moves, sometimes there's not, but we don't trade on sometimes. We want to trade on stuff that gives us high probabilities. So yeah, make sure you leave a like on the stream for the YouTube business. You guys know the drill. 200 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up, and hope you guys enjoyed the analysis and know the plan. And yeah, let's get our day started, man. See what ends up happening here on the charts. Interesting close. 1 hour would have closed bearish here on DAX as well. So we can start to bring in actually this 1 hour supports and start to mark this. Like, there's good volume so far. Like, that's a good drop, right? That's a good drop, good volume so far. So if this continues, then there can be options. Probably selling below here 23,800 to get to the 1 hour. See if we can push through the 1 hour, and then you target main 1-to-1 or something. London doesn't have a bank holiday. No, London doesn't have a bank holiday. That's why I'm still trading London. It's hard to sell DAX with that PA. Yeah, there's some small ranges. These wicks are okay to fill these wicks. The nice thing is it's given us a rejection. So why has it rejected? And then later it closes below. It's kind of like, okay, so it would be strange for it to then close below. You're missing a 1 hour? I don't think so. I have it right here, bro. Can you wake up? Just check your chart. Right here I have it. There are two. Let me see. Maybe I am wrong. Oh, that's below that one. Yeah, but we have to reach this 1 hour first. We have to reach this 1 hour first. So I'm just marking the most recent one instead of clouding my chart with lines. I just prefer to keep it clean. By the time I get there, I'll be break even anyway. So both case scenarios, I'm break even on the first one. But you're right, there are two. But the second one has a lot more wicks crossing through it. We have 1, 2, 3 wicks crossing through it. And none of them have rejected from it. So it will weaken that. It will weaken it. And especially that it's only a 1 candle. Right? Especially that it's 1 candle. It was hard work painting your trading room. You probably got high from the bloody paint. That's why. That painted different. He's drinking the thinner probably. One hour no bottom wick. I don't like that. How does it look on broker? Broker has a what? Broker has a full clear wick. So could be set up 3 on 1 hour with a 15-minute close above. That would work. Is 5-point spread normal at this time? No, I have 0.5 spread at this time. $50 is 0.5. Okay, so some crazy volume coming into here, giving us, taking our range, unfortunately. Not really the way I wanted to see it pass through here, just like that. I have some 1 to 3, 1.3 to 2 point spread. Is that also big? That's fine. 1.3 is good. Yes, I took setup 2 on gold 30 minutes before NFP. Can you please look at that? On what time frame? If you're in the exclusive group, just send the chart there, man. Be easier. It's almost like a little news event, this, man. That's the biggest push since Asian we've seen. No 1 minute pullbacks. Yeah, DAX as well moved down as well. I wonder if something was said. We're gonna see, but something went on. Same push on DAX, huh? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tony. That makes sense for DAX, but why gold moves so harsh? Doesn't make sense for gold. Trump's announced tariffs begin August 1. Yeah, but we have that tariff break as well on the 9th. The 9th, that ends. So we need to see what happens on the 9th as well. We need to see what happens on the 9th. Damn, he's speaking. ECB president is speaking. He was not supposed to speak till later. I hope he's not continuing to speak. Hopefully it was just one statement. He scammed us. He's not supposed to speak till 10 p.m. I think maybe they got that wrong. I think they mean 10 a.m. not 10 p.m. See, they put the speeches here at 10 p.m. Now it's 10:07. So I think they just got it wrong, a.m. and p.m. Today market is closed, so only market manipulation. Not always. Hey, I know last few weeks were not as expected, but thanks for coming daily, giving so much value. I appreciate you guys showing up. Thanks for the 200 people here. It was is fine. It was just a part of trading during obviously conflict is never easy to trade during conflict, but it was still a positive month, so I can't really complain. If it's a positive month. If I was fully negative and had a really bad month, okay, I think I would feel a lot worse. Did you take a US 30 trade yesterday? I just paper traded it. I put it in the group. This one. Break even at 4-hour resistance. You can also manage if anything closes back inside the 5-minute range, as it should respect that. Hey bro, I made a high quality thumbnail for you. How can I send it? Maybe on Discord. People don't understand how to manage an aggressive position and then complain when they actually see proper management. Yeah, I think the thing is, when you're here to get paid, you need to get paid. If I close positions early, yeah, it's counted as a win. It looks good on my statistics. It looks good on stream stats. But it doesn't really look good on my personal P&L. So it's like, I don't get paid. Like, as much as I care for you guys and want to see everyone improve, I don't really get paid by you guys, So for me, I don't really see a big benefit of just trying to impress. Gold pulling back would be nice for it to close below. Yeah, that would actually be a nice liquidity grab then. That would be what we need. Like, that would give me confidence then. I mean, if that fails, it would just be manipulation and some BS happening on bank holiday, which we can avoid by not trading at all today. But I have seen some days work well. Maybe we can be more aggressive today and just take which could be the safer one. GJ as well might close below. Let's see how GJ is doing. It is, but we'd see this straight push down I don't like, but 5-minute looks clean here. How many minutes? 3 minutes 52. Yeah, this could be an interesting one here. I wonder if 15-minute needs a pullback though, but I like that the 5-minute has it. Like you have this feeling like, it's gonna lose, isn't it? Always, man, with this GJ. And then if you don't take it, it wins. If you do, it's like scary. This is what I don't like about GJ these days. But it makes sense. It makes sense. At least to get like, even if it, because yesterday this was caused by news, right? So we still can consider this level. So even just to get here, put a question mark on it, maybe. He wants to react on it. See what 30 minutes is saying. 17 minutes for the 30. Maybe we just take it as a perfect trade. So if we close below, make a very decent top wick to prove to us we don't want to go down, then we can do that. Where's your Discord? My Discord name is @Tradesharpe. It's like sleeping with an ex. It's risky, man. You know, you don't want to catch feelings or you don't want to get hurt. Like, both things happen, you know? It's a complex situation, man. Complex. Complex situation. I've sent you a message in Telegram. I don't think I've received any messages in Telegram. What a feeling. Man is full, huh? I think he's down for it. Decision now. Decision time, boys. Are we ready? 5-minute structure is great. We have 5-minute structure to protect. Let's do it. Risk it for the bit. Okay, if it doesn't close below, it's easy. It's easy decision. Then we're waiting for the 30, which also makes me more comfortable. If it closes below, then proper teasing us, you know. But I will make one rule. I do need decent top wick. Let's just have like everything calculated, so we're not making mistake like yesterday. She looks like she will close below. I'm also the tempting. No, it should be tempting. It's just like, you know. GJ hasn't been nice to anyone, bro. Anyone. We need good top wick. We have pushed down quite heavy, so we need a good top wick here. 14 pips is not bad. No top wick. I mean, what? I said good, not no. Needs to listen to me. Needs to listen to me. You know what's weird on broker? I've just broken low on broker. That's what's weird. Is anyone the same? It looks a little bit different on my broker. Okay, so now we do have a top wick, but that's not enough. I want to see something, you know, decent here. I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe. GJ a hole? Yeah, that's why we play it safe. Let me retest at least into the sells below zone. You know? Still don't trust. We need. It's not gone. I mean, we need to trust it, man. This has been, every time we've had a heavy push and then you've taken a sell, it's failed. Even when it only had one candle here, it's failed. This one failed. Not failed, but it's pulled back. Right? Heavy push, pull back. So if we can pull back here, would be better. That's 100% a fake out? I don't know. I mean, it feels a little bit sketchy selling the lows like this. I'm not convinced on a 3-pip move that that's it. It's going to fly down. So I rather see it make that top wick and then me go on re-break of the low. You know? Would be way better like that. Looking at gold at the moment. Closed above that zone but leaving 50-minute. It filled the wick quick. That's cool, man. For me, it closed below. Maybe nipple close above. Let's see on broker. But it tapped target, so it's not a valid wick fill. Yeah, without even 5-minute structure. And it tapped target. So it would break the rules of a valid wick fill, because how will you differentiate from a good one and a bad one? I'm tempted to take sells on GJ. Yeah, but this pullback I would be uncomfortable with. But let's say it does the pullback like this first, like 8 pips or something, even like 4 pips here. Then we reflip. Maybe I'm interested then. Not maybe, I will be, because it shows me that price has gone up first. It's not liking the upside. And we can trust the downside more, instead of being the guys who get in right here. And now we go, like, we drive down to grab a little bit more liquidity. And now we do this. Bro, I've sent the message on Discord. Check for the thumbnail. Bro, can you relax, man? Please, I appreciate you sending thumbnail, but maybe I don't need a thumbnail. Every 5 seconds you're sending me about this thumbnail. I appreciate it. I'm on stream trying to trade here, bro. Please. I appreciate it. I really do. And I respect your initiative of you sending a thumbnail. More up to you. I will reply to it. But can I fucking trade right now, please? Damn. So let's see. Also, this is considered these days a big move for GJ, huh? Like that's a 14 pip move, no pullbacks. I would consider that. If we're looking at average move compared to pullback, let's have a look. This is like 6 pips, then a pullback. This one was about 8 pips, then a pullback. But before, a big pullback was around 15 pips, so pretty much the same where we're at right now. This one was 14 pip move, big pullback. And right now we are working on 16 pips from there. And let's say from the 5 close, we're on 14 pips. Yeah, so technically, based on what we've been seeing, it could be due. What about above this previous 4 hour here? We have this bull BS here. I wonder if we react off that or not. I wish we didn't have this previous 1 hours and stuff like this. P1. We have all this zone here on 15, which is also key level. So let's bring the key level. So above key level would be the one. Support and resistance won't help you learn something different. Yeah, it's helped me so far, man. I think it's really accurate. There's a reason we're rejecting here if it wasn't accurate. There's a reason why DAX rejected as well. So it helps you. Look at this. How accurate can you get here, man? Look at this rejection here. So it helps you, but it's not gonna be the game. Actually, it is a game changer. It is a game changer. Without support and resistance, you're blind on the chart. Everyone has their own support and resistance. Some people use support and resistance by targeting liquidity. Some people use support and resistance by targeting supply and demand. Some people use support and resistance by using trend lines. It's all a different form, but it's what gives us clarity. It's all the same shit, different toilet seat. Others use fibs, yeah, but you want to see the cool thing about the fib? If I take a fib extension from this high to this low, right now we're at the 0.5. So why do I need a fib? Ta-da, 0.5. You can visually try to understand. It's like mid-range. You're just... You know what I teach guys, you guys in the exclusive group about the triangle? That's how a fib works. You're like mid. Most trades come in the mid, right? Top and bottom. It's kind of like a fib because you're taking 2 points of your range and you're dividing it into 3 spots, right? So whenever people draw a fib like this, and this is your golden zone, what is that? That's just mid-range. Why is this a golden zone to take sells? Because it's coming back towards, closer towards the top of the range. So most people use supply and demand, not support and resistance. Yeah, supply and demand is very, very good. Sorry, boss, I joined the exclusive and the day after my PC broke, so I hope to fix it this week. You can join from phone, man. If you're on your phone right now, you can join from phone. You can join from iPads, tablets, anything. So you don't need your PC. You don't need your PC. So get in there, man. Get in there. Same as ORB. This week I have a video about ORB. I'm debunking this myth about ORB with actual factual data. See, check this out, huh? That's why I marked that previous 15. Very important. This was done by news. Now, honestly, if I took this aggressively, this would be a break-even trade. You want to see something cool? Someone in chat here said, not true. GJ doesn't make... when it runs, it never makes much of a top wick or bottom wick anymore. Well, it didn't make much of a top wick and it didn't run. Now it's making that top wick. So that's what I mean. That's not true as well. So you have to really just trade on probabilities you know long term. Never dictate something to the market, just dictate what you know. It's good. Best way to do it. Damn, spelled it wrong. Still no 5-minute bullish candle. I think we should wait for this 30 close. 30 close could be good here. So if we get a 30 close below, 5-minute close is bullish. Next 5-minute close is below as well. That's starting to now build a case for potential sales. So we tapped the 45 level here on gold. No 5-minute structure yet on gold, so I'd like to see that form. And then looking at DAX here. If it loads. We're ranging for now. We're ranging for now. So very important today on a bank holiday. We need to get out of the range. Very important. Either we get out the range from the bottom or we get out the range from the top. I really prefer we go up though, because it's a lot cleaner than the downside. What's your view on DAX? Yeah, I just explained it. Make the giveaway 600 viewers. We used to have 600 viewers though. We used to hit 600 viewers average. People are just not long-term sighted. They want signals every day. You know? It's actually damaging the industry, because it makes people fool themselves into thinking that this is a get rich quick, and they like most of those people lose money anyways. It's really sad how this industry works. Like, they follow the guys who tend to give signals anyways, but most of the guys who they're following, the guys in their groups, the guys who are following their signals, they're all losing. They're losing traders. The only guy making money is the guy selling the signals, right? Or the guy just, even on streams, like people are showing high win rates on stream and stuff, but the people copying their trades on stream are not making money. So when you start to become long-term sighted and be like, okay, there's a reason why many London streamers have quit, and why many streamers in general have quit, not only because of the intensity of it, or because of the sustainability of trying to meet expectations. It simply doesn't become worth it. Right? So instead, when you have a long-term mindset, right? When you have a long-term mindset about trading, you tend to realize that, hey, there is a process and there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a very clear goal you start to have. And you start to build those expectations, work on yourself, and you start to actually achieve things. And it becomes such a better thing and much more enjoyable experience, because let's be honest, how many people, I mean, I've enjoyed the process, but it's been hard. Like, it's not been enjoyable to wake up every day and lose in the beginning of my journey. Try to find something new, make a little money and lose. Like, that was hard. But when I changed that mindset and understand the long-term benefits, it really became something that I started to enjoy, because I have something to look forward to. Even though it might not be as fast as I wanted, I can see improvement on a daily basis. So when I started to see improvement on a daily basis, I felt satisfied, like I'm taking one step. The hardest thing with trading is that sometimes we have bad periods, makes us feel like we're going back, but all it is you've reached a new level in your journey. Now the market tests you to see if you can reach the next stage. Just how markets move, right? One of the best examples, I use this all the time, is like on NASDAQ, right? Imagine your trading journey was NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a stock that over time has historically done extremely well. So let's say you started trading here in April. April was great, May was great, June was great, July was great. But in July, which is kind of the period we're in now, you had a massive pullback that brought you back all the way to April. You came back, your progress came back to where you started in April. Right down here, you thinking in your head, I'm a failed trader, I've given back all my progress, I've done everything wrong, and you start to make mistakes. 100% you change strategy, you start to consider different strategies, you start to try different things, because you think that what happened was not working. But did NASDAQ change? Did the companies randomly start changing? No, it just continued to grow. The companies continued to get better at what they do. And what happened? It started to recover again. So you had this great recovery, but then boom, you get hit again, and you're like, here we go again, I'm gonna be back to zero. No, you're not. It's just you need to have a long-term mindset and realize that there's space. You can do good. And it's just about that continuous grind. You fast forward to the end of the year, from April to December, look where you are in December now. At the end of the year, you're at a new all-time high. But you lost sight maybe in the middle. But that doesn't mean you failed. So you have to have this optimistic mindset and realize that long-term, everything will be good. As long as you just consistently strive for that improvement, surround yourself with an environment that constantly pushes for that improvement and stuff. It's exactly why I wanted to have, like, I'll tell you something that's very interesting and maybe not a lot of people talk about, and then I'll be quiet, but I don't see any setups yet. But when you were a kid, how many times did you want to be cool at something? Like maybe try to learn a kickflip on a skateboard or learn a backflip on a trampoline to show off to your friends. I know as a kid I used to love to do that, or be good at a game to show off to your friends. Like I remember as a kid I used to do that all the time, man. All the time I wanted to be good, to just be like, yeah, let me show my friends my new trick with whatever. You know, it's a very human nature, right? To show and to try and impress others and to serve for others, right? And that's exactly why I wanted to create an environment like this. Believe it or not, as much as I now coach people, as much as I, track people's journeys in the exclusive group, it also for me wants me to perform better, because I feel like I have someone to impress, someone to show my best side of, right? I always want to show my best side of trading. And it's exactly why I created that community, right? To speed up the process. Because people, they can have two choices. They have one choice is that they can go off by themselves and try to grind and make it a long journey. And the other side is they can just join a fast track, right? And that's the great thing, is you have options. Whenever you have options, you have leverage. Whenever you have leverage, you have power. With power, you can make things happen. You just need to choose what opportunity you want to take. The most important thing is to actually do something, take action, right? 50-minute close back up above that range, 30-minute technically close below here. We would need a 5-minute close below here to see any type of continuation. Harry, you are so much pessimistic about your trading, puts our confidence down? Pessimistic? I think you mean optimistic. I just talked about looking at the journey being good. How is that pessimism? It's not pessimism, man. Optimism, bro. Look at the results that I keep saying. That's why I've been here for 2 years, because I'm optimistic about what I do. You don't see me panicking, changing things when random events happen. I stay disciplined, I stay on track, I do my best to trade every day to my best, and that's how the results come. You guys have been here. These are... He's kidding? Okay. I thought he was being serious, man. I was getting worried. This is what happening to me. I went from -8% to -2% on phase 2. Now I'm back at -6, but I'm just seeing it as a pullback. Yeah, as long as you keep discipline, like realize you went from -8 to -2, you can do it again, right? From -2 to -6 is only like 4%, right? 4% is not that bad, you know? Like if you were never going to make 4% anyways, you probably weren't going to be profitable. So you have to go through that phase anyways, and it will happen. Either way, you learn, because you're going to strive to get better. So honestly, now sales are becoming below this 15 here, so we should swap these lines around. Oh shit, I want to see where that line was before. 304.27. 304.277. Right, gold trying to make structure here. If this 15 can close bearish, next close above could be a shot to that previous 1 hour, and then see what happens there. How's DAX doing? With DAX here, we are still respecting this support. Honestly, I prefer DAX to go up here. I spoke about DAX, my plan on DAX for those just joining up. I would prefer to take buys on DAX today because the selling range here is very messy. Also, we're sitting at this 4-hour support. You can keep see we're wicking at this 4-hour support here. 15-minute has wicked 1, 2, 3 times at the 4-hour support. So we're respecting this 4-hour support more and more. We have created this new 15-minute structure here. So let's investigate to see if there's maybe a buy opportunity above. I do think it's a lot more complex above here. The buy opportunity above this one right here. But I really prefer above that one. Do you consider that a 4-hour resistance on gold? Let me have a look, bro. Let me have a look for you. Yes, I do. I have marked it there, P4R. You are correct. I have marked it. There's none above that one, but if this is the one you're talking about, yes, it definitely is. So that's why we want to be above it, right? That's why we want to be above it. Give us some signals, man. I have 1 week following you. I have 3 wins, 3 losses. I'm here to make money, man. Harry, give us some signals, bro. No problem, bro. You want a signal? I can give you a signal, but if it wins or loses, that's not my problem, right? I'm also here to make money. So you can either join me or peak YouTube question. Yeah, I know. I feel it's just some like alias, some guy with an alias who's like who knows me probably and is trying to bait. For sure. Just the way that it was worded, I can see, especially the username. Nah, I can see. It's like a bait. Definitely someone I know or something like that. Just tell him to be good to his mom. Director. How about GJ Thunderstorm on 15? The wick is too long. So normally when you want that type of thing, you want a shorter wick. That's why I'm saying let's try get either a 15 close below. Happy with that. Or we can get the 5 close below. Slightly more aggressive, but we rely on that 30 closing below and the wick fill and break of low. So that's how it is. If you wait for signals only, how are you going to learn to trade? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a don't get poor slowly scheme, not a get rich quickly scheme. If we're not taking trades, we're protecting money. You said you took 3 wins, 3 losses. That's great. You've taken 3 wins. There were 3 losses along the process, which I haven't taken 3 losses in the last week. So I don't know what happened there. I've actually taken no losses in the last week, only break-even trade. So you have to analyze, okay, could I have avoided those losses? Maybe you could, and if you could, good. If you couldn't, no problem. You followed a plan, you're break even, maybe minus a little bit of commission. The next trade you take, if it wins, you're up. If it loses, you're only down 1%, you continue following the plan. Both processes, you're sitting in a really good spot. You're really sitting in a good spot. The only way I made money before was doing the opposite of signal groups in Telegram, 80% win. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man. That's not a bad idea. I actually thought about that before. It's not a bad idea. But I'll tell you the one dark side of the industry is a lot of signal groups work like this. So they will trade on 2 pairs, guys, okay? They'll trade on 1 pair. So they'll send a signal on 2 pair. If 1 pair goes up, the other pair goes down. Only very few days they will not be correlated and move in the same direction, and that's a losing day in the signal group. But they'll send 2 signals. One of those signals will win, and a high chance the other one will lose. So what ends up happening is 50% of the group make money. They open the chat for them to post that, oh, win today, win, what a great trade, what a good trade. And the other one lose, but they don't let those guys speak. Okay? And then they say, yes, we took this, a small loss we took today. Small loss, but we have this win. Was a 1 to 2 RR, whatever. Right? And they don't tell you when to close, all of this. Taking partial, they put TP1, TP2, TP3. They don't tell you close at TP1. Me, I know exactly where I'm going to close and why. Right? But they tell you TP1, TP... If it hits TP3, they claim it was a TP3 win. Right? So one trade will win. So there's only some days where, let's say you were doing it Dixie and Gold. Sometimes Dixie and Gold will move together. That day will just be a losing day in the signal group. And then they'll say, look, losing days happen. It's a part of the game, you know, but they're sending 2 signals. So that's the problem with these generalized signal. And then they'll add some simple analysis, right? It's not a focus strategy. It's just like a business model. Which prop firm do you know does not have trailing drawdown? I think all prop firms have trailing drawdown, and I agree with that. You should not be losing 10% in a short amount of time. Like, it's not a bad, I think trailing drawdown is fine. Trailing daily drawdown, there is prop firms that don't have that. FTMO doesn't have that. I know. What else? I don't know if 5%ers, I don't think have that. I'm sure there's quite a few that don't have that. Why are you not showing MT5? I do show MT5, yeah. Just when I'm in a trade. I just choose not to show P&L because it doesn't help anything with anyone how much I'm making, and it then doesn't put pressure. If I show P&L and I make $1,000, they say it's only $1,000, even though it's not only. Because there's other people out there making 20K. My brand has been built on showing the skill, but I do show my position open on MetaTrader with the position tool and all of the stuff. I also do post the MetaTrader after I've taken the trades as well, so you can see how I exactly close. I post that in Harry's Trades. You can see here MetaTrader. Just to sometimes I take management, I close half. Here I post my MetaTrader. This was a loss. I post P&L to show I manage only half, because I do tell people that I risk around 1,000, 1,500. It's not crazy amounts. I'm really working on pushing towards that. I have new plans. But here, look, I lost like 0.5% with commission and stuff. And you know, stuff like that. That's how it is. Break-even trades, all that stuff. That's how I like to operate it. I think it's better. Because honestly, I think you guys will benefit more. Like, who cares? I have a nice car. Who cares where I live? Who cares? It's cool for me. It's things I've achieved for myself. I'm super grateful. But it's not going to help you guys. It might be motivating, but don't you think we have enough motivation out there? Like, freaking everyone motivates. You can just go online and you see every freaking guy has a supercar. Every guy has a nice house. Every guy has gold chains. Right? But I want to teach you how to get that stuff, not flex it to you so you can think I have to listen to him to get that. Because all they do is spend their time flexing instead of showing you, right? I like your confidence, that's why I watch you time to time, but I couldn't help put up with too many of these stupid comments here. Yeah, I should just ignore them, man. I think that'll be better. Let's see, 2 minutes for this 15 to close, we'll see. What do you think of Raja's prop firm Dominion? I can't tell you much about it, man. I don't know anyone who's used it, nor have I used it myself. If there is someone who uses it, we can get their feedback, but that's how I like to operate. I don't like to judge something based on its cover or what they promote, because I don't trust that. I want to judge something by actual use and results. Same thing with brokers, anything. Hi, I came late. I can't speak. I was reading GTA, bro. Is GJLTA valid? I think it's news LTA. Yeah, you're correct. It's news LTA. We can't trade in them. If you notice on GJ, I just keep the previous levels still there. You see? So below this, it's fine until we get to around 97, 80, 85 there, right? So you just have a look at the previous levels as well. I'm quite happy we stayed out of this sells. I'll tell you why. It's a very hard position to manage because it's doing what you want to see it do to continue to hold a sell. Because let's say we didn't get our break even. This closes bullish, but then the 5 minute creates a resistance. Why should I close if the 5 minute created a resistance? Looks good. Then the 1 minute tried to continue down. 1 minute created a lower high, and then this started. Then it started going again. So it would be very hard. I was wondering how to push it more. Currently made 10% this year. Calculated if I continue this is possible. I can make 400k funded FTMO 6, which is good for me. Should do this every time. No, I think diversification. I mean, this is more of you gonna get better now, because if you calculate, you increase risk. That's a different scenario as well. What if you started to put to 1.5%? If you're super confident, you could do that as well. Secondly, that would be okay, then you could even push higher, but let's say you're going to be with more capital. Secondly, that's like your beginning. Like, were you profitable last year? Probably not, right? Were you profitable all last year? No, right? So this is your benchmark now. It can only get better from here. You know, if you weren't profitable last year, how can you grow that? So you're benchmarking off whatever you do this year is your benchmark now, because it's your first, okay, I'm starting to get consistent, like you're making profits. You know? You keep doing, yeah, because we need to set a benchmark. That's what I mean. Trading is a long game, because now, then we can review. I mean, every month you should be reviewing, not increase the risk. You can start making more money because you'll start to cut out bullshit and do more things. You know? Like, it will be fine adjustment. Like, once you get to a stage where you can average 5% a month, I think you're at a very comfortable stage. And then from there, you can increase risk. But you know, in trading, man, when you get these big months that come, like the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, I was doing like 10%, 8%, 8R, not percent, 8, 10, 12, even 15. When you get that, that's where you really capitalize. That sets up a lot of your year. Because imagine, like, being a trader, you don't think about a monthly income. Think about, okay, quarterly. Because if you have 1 month, you make 2K, but the other month you make 20K, you're okay for 2 months. You know, you made 20K. That's how really trading works. So if your next 2 months are slow, it's not going to be a bad thing. It's not really linear, like, okay, every month I make 6K. No, 1 month you might make 2, the other month you might make 20. I only made 2.5% in Jan, did many things wrong if I watch it back from now. That's my whole point, right? So you set that benchmark and then you can make more. Like even till now, I'm still learning. I'm always looking for ways to possibly push it. All right, so we have some structure here on gold. So let's see what we can do. Supports or what's going to happen. We have us rejecting on DAX here. GJ respected. So I'm very happy we stayed out to GJ. Looks slow this bank holiday. Yeah, but we're doing the right things here by being patient. Like that was a cool call, right? To just stay patient on GJ. I think that's a sign of progression, right? We've seen lack of like how, I mean, this would be a no-brainer any other time. Back in 23, 24, if I see a close like that on GJ, if I didn't take this, I'm like, what the hell? Am I stupid? Because look at these trades. They're all of these trades on GJ here are those trades. And there's such a high win rate I had on GJ, but it's different pair now because of economic conditions. But as a trader, if you can't recognize that, you start losing, you know? What do you risk per trade percent? Oh, Moritz. Okay. But I mean, when you're funded, you want to be like 1% max. Even start at 0.5. That should be a good thing is when you first get funded, just start at 0.5 just to start to get payouts because you've done the major job. I mean, it also happens like a lot of people don't realize in their journey as well. It's very possible that you get funded and then after that hit a bad streak and lose the account as well. It's just like that's what makes funding so hard is that you're one step away from being back to zero. That's the hardest thing about funding. You're always one step away from being back to zero. Whereas when you're on a personal account, let's say you've made 10% this year, you have a really bad month, you lose 10%. You're just back to break even, like the NASDAQ chart. But you still haven't lost your, you know? You haven't lost your thing. Nice, man. This is good stuff. Best days is when I didn't watch my P&L but only trade the setups that I trade, and worse is when I watch my P&L. Yeah, you want to see something cool? This is my MetaTrader. Show me where my P&L shows. I don't have P&L on my MetaTrader. I hide it because I don't want to see that as well. It doesn't change anything. Your P&L doesn't. It will either influence you to close because you're like, hey, let me close. I feel like, you know, that's enough money. Harry, is your Tradesharpe 67? I got a friend invite. How am I supposed to invite you as a friend when I'm streaming? It's not me. My name is only Tradesharpe, not 67, not 54. You know. Harry, is 40 to 45% unreal gain in 1 year? No, I have done it, so it's not unreal. Especially percent is easy. R is harder. Yes, R return is harder, but as a percent, it's easy because you can risk 2%. and you can make that easy. It's not, I would say it's not easy, okay? That's a bad saying. Nothing in trading is easy, but it is definitely doable. It's not unrealistic is what I want to say. How to recognize when a pair changes like GJ? Someone new would think it's one of those months it's just bad. You are correct. Experience, man, and just being time. We constantly, every week in the exclusive group, we discuss about, in webinars, dynamic changes, fundamentals that have changed, because fundamentals is a core driver. Check DAX. I did see DAX. Just bouncing around. Yo, bro, is the group open? It is open. It is open. You can join. Next week, the group will close. Okay, next week, the group will close. I actually have something special next week coming. I'll explain more about it. But after next week, the group will be free for 1 week for one reason. So if you get in, you get that free week. So you literally get 5 weeks in the group, 1 week free. It's an amazing time to... I rarely do that, but there's a reason why. There is a reason why. So yes, it is. Would be the best time. Literally fast track. Everything you need is here. I'll send you the link. So, but yeah, big changes are coming. Big changes are coming. Private group for free for a week. Yeah, next week. Not next week, but after next week, yes. So everyone in the group will be credited 1 week. If someone joins now, they will also be credited 1 week. Is it allowed to copy from your personal account to your funded, or would they deny payouts? They are allowed to. They will be allowed to deny payout. So everyone will come in here? No. Basically, if you join, you get credited a week free to your subscription. They're not allowed to join for free. Which pair would you rather marry, kiss, and kill? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Kill GJ. But GJ's been so good to me though, you know? Like really. GJ's been so good to me. Like, I wouldn't be who I am today without it. Bro, give free entry for your YouTube subscribers random. I do giveaways, but we have to reach our giveaway goal, which I didn't. I do giveaways all the time. We will do a giveaway soon, maybe by next week. But listen, guys, I'm not a charity here. There's so much value that I push in that, and really, like, I need to really make sure that people understand the value that you get. Like, I give a lot of people a lot of effort in there. And my #1 goal is to see people succeed, and I never take anything away from that. The only thing I do ask is don't try to be like me. I have had a problem of people trying to exactly copy the way I trade and try to be me. They try to live in my eyes. They try to live in the way I do things. And that actually is going to hurt you because it's impossible to be exactly me. Instead, you should path your own journey and let me hold your hand and help you. And we grow together. Okay? This is very important. At 100k subscribers, what will you give away? Man, it's a big giveaway at 100k subscribers. I promised I would fly someone out to Dubai. I would fly someone out to Dubai. You spend a couple of days with me, and then you get flown back. I promised that since we were at like 50k subscribers, guys. When we were at 50k subscribers, I promised that. Where to Sharjah? Nah, man, you're coming to Dubai. Imagine it being a weird one. No, you have interviews before. It's going to be very serious. There's a form you have to fill with certain things, and then you have to have a interview before as well. Full serious. And if you're a woman, I'll fly out all your friends as well. But that's a different question. on the house. Only if they send photos first. I said interview, bro. Photos not enough. That's cheating. You know, the apps these days, AI, interview, Zoom. After passing and receiving my first payout, do you think that I should scale up higher account or stay on the same account for a while? I think you should stay on the same account for a while. You can at the same time take that payout or the refund. Better to take the refund, reinvest the refund because you paid for it anyways. And then you can just copy trade to a new funded if you want to scale faster. I like that idea. But a best thing to do on a funded, I think, is to try build a little bit of a buffer as well. You know, 1%, 2% buffer. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at GJ. With the hour close as well. What do you mean buffer? Like, let's say your account is a 100K account. Build the account to 102K. Build it to, and then take a $500 withdrawal. So you always have 1.5 back or you have 2K back. Just in case you hit a bit of a losing streak, if you come back to 100K, you can be like, oh, let me take a break. Let me not go negative. Let me reduce risk. Because the main thing in a, like once you're funded is to try protect that. Because the problem with funded account is you're one step away back for zero. If you tilt one day and you lose, you're going to blow the 5%. It's not like a personal account where, let's say throughout the year you made 20%. You have a really bad month and lose 7. You lose 8. Imagine being down 8 on a prop firm. You're down bad, 2%, something bad happens, psychology goes bad, you lose the account. But on a personal, you're still up for the year. It's just like a downswing, which you can view it the same. I mean, yeah, if your max loss is 6%, it's even more important to do that, right? Are you also planning to use a prop challenge on stream? Yes, but I can't show what prop firm because then they will start to give troubles. But it is a plan for sure. So yeah, make sure you leave a like on the stream and get the subscribers up, guys. We're only 3K away. Hopefully we'll reach there one day. It's always been a goal of mine to have 100K, and I think it's a pretty fun giveaway. I would love to meet one of you guys and kind of see if we can level you up in a couple of days. That's a shame. We're not closing below, but the 1 hour has closed below here. You couldn't handle me? It's okay. I'm putting you guys in a hotel. So if I don't want to handle you, you just stay in the freaking hotel. Deal with your own shit. Trust me, bro. I wake up on a day-to-day basis and have to look at charts. I can handle anything. I can handle anything. DAX being dumb for London Open. Let's see what happens. I just want to see how GJ closes if last minute it closes below. I think on GJ, since the 1 hour is closing below the support, 30 minute is closing below, 15 minute is closing maybe below, but it would be better if it does. A 5 minute close below could be one. Yeah, we just slightly close below, so a 5 minute close below could be an option here. Guys, make sure you show up to the streams, man. I'm telling you, we're due to cook soon. We're due to cook soon. It's just a matter of time. I'm really excited. Like, I have a lot of goals that I'm planning. I had a massive brainstorming session. These next few months are gonna be heavy, man, heavy. I have some amazing plans in the exclusive group as well. Check this plan out I have in the exclusive group, guys. This is gonna be sick. I plan in the group, okay, to have everyone. I will separate people in small groups of 5. Those groups of 5 are gonna, or 10, are gonna backtest together and compete against each other. And let's say I tell them, okay, everyone backtest gold June 2025 or 2024. They backtest together, and at the end, they're all gonna be separated in similar skill groups. And at the end, they can say, okay, maybe Moritz made 10%, Toby made 20%, I made 5%. whoever still made 15%. Okay? Once they do that, right? Once they backtest, what happens? They compete against each other and see who did better, and then we can analyze, okay, why did Toby do better? Why did Moritz do better? Why did I do worse? Why did Mirko sit and twiddle his thumbs? You know? Why am I also on negative? I have to do it with someone, bro. I have to do it with someone, you know? I didn't say lost, bro. I said sit and twiddle your thumbs because maybe you're up 100%. You can sit and do nothing. You know, see? You need to be, as the guy said in YouTube chat, more optimistic. How can we make the groups? I will actually have an influence, yes. I will have an influence. And then people will also have to vote to make sure it's fair. Like, you have to try be honest with your skill level. And it could be a good way, because maybe this, I would also like you guys to decide, because maybe you think you're good and you go in the advanced group and then your results are bad, right? See how Dax is doing. Dax here pushed up on the open. What a push. Very strong for us, support that. So now we're coming to a very clean zone. If we can create structure, it is a bit of a random open. Don't be scared by this open, guys. Not scared, but it's a wrong word. But don't be like, it's all screwed. Opens can be like this. Sometimes we can get a very long wick. There's some stuff that can happen. DAX 8 buy range, but it brought us to a new buy range. This one's even better. Look at this one. It's actually a better buy range. Just needs structure. It's easy to cheat, yeah, but you're cheating yourself. Like, how are you gonna improve in trading if you think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch what happened last year so that I can beat all these guys in the group? Like, how does that help you though? Like, this is for everyone to improve. It's not a competition. What program to backtest? I'm going to recommend the one we have. It's called Pip Labs. It's a very, very useful program. It's the first program with tick data on a web browser. You can check it. Link is in the description, or just search in Google Pip Labs. You can see it on the stream. Try the demo version. GJ's dog water, literally dog water. Yeah, these days it's pretty rubbish, man. I mean, pretty rubbish. You see what I mean? How hard, this would be really hard to hold. Imagine how close that comes to stop loss. Then you're back in profits again just to do this. Do you see how painful it is? Imagine a girl wins a giveaway. Harry will be... No, imagine I do a challenge. We bring this girl and then she wants a Birkin. So we try trade our way towards a Birkin. Because I am buying that shit, bro. That would be an insane challenge. But we have to make like... A what now? Don't even get involved in that. Don't search that. Don't even mention it to your wife, brother. Don't even open the conversation. Do not get their head started in that stuff. What do you mean by tick data? It means the way the market's moving now, tick by tick. you get to see it. So most backtesting softwares, you have to skip candles. When you skip candles, you never learn the behavior of candles. When you get to view tick by tick data, you can see a sudden spike, a quick pull into drawdown. So it really teaches you how to have emotions on the charts, like moves that cause emotion. And when you backtest, that's really important because you're basically practicing for the real market. The second thing is we also have a patented prop firm simulator. You can practice passing a prop firm challenge on our backtesting simulator way faster than doing demo props, and it's really good. Also helps with top wick, bottom wick, especially, right? Imagine you have to skip by 1 minute and the 1 minute's flown. You don't, you know. And for Jensa Ferrari, yeah, can you relax a little bit? Ferrari, moving mad. Here I was thinking about a setup 2 actually. The only reason that I didn't take this setup 2 is we didn't retest the highs yet. And we're at target, man. That was a big problem, is the previous 4 hour. We hit previous 4 hour, we rejected. We hit this 30 minute, we rejected. 30 minute closed bearish. I'm fighting a 30 minute candle. I'm relying on this 115. The only thing I did really like though about it is this little 5 minute change of structure here. No top wick gap up. I wonder if it looks any different on the broker, but I was considering it. Yeah, it looks a little bit cleaner on broker. I mean, it's back at entry. It's just an uncomfortable position. But I am talking aloud just so you guys know. Does it account for news? Yes, you can turn that on or off. Like you can choose, let's say you have a swing account and you're allowed to trade during news. You can turn that off, meaning that it will not fail you if you trade during news. But if you turn it on, it will say you failed the challenge. Especially in our new version. I'll give you a look how it looks. See what DAX is doing. Just a quick checkup on DAX. All right, beautiful structure being formed. Beautiful retest here. If we can get above here, maybe try fill the wick to previous 1 hour. This is actually a sneak peek of version 5 here, guys. So I want to show you this so you can name your simulation. The next thing you can do is you can choose your max spread and min spread. So since we found a way to have spread, you can choose what's max spread, min spread. Obviously, here's the prop firm simulator. You choose your strategy and then you choose your pair. I actually have multi-pair coming. I'll show you that as well. So you can have 2 pairs load at the same time, which is very cool. But here, look at this. You can choose your rules. Allow news trading, allow hedge trading, allow overnight trading, allow over week. You can turn that on, turn that off. You can put your max inactivity. Consistency rule, we even put a freaking consistency rule now, man. That's insane that we have consistency rule. You can change that to 0, whatever. Targets, of course, for your evaluation phase. Phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, and when you're funded as well, right? Maybe when you're funded, your max daily drawdown is like 3%, 4%. You get to choose all of that, and then you can run the prop firm challenge by pressing start challenge. So, and look, when both charts move, I want to show you this, guys. Both charts move at the same time, you see? This is gold and Dow Jones. So you can load 2 charts at the same time. Obviously, if you want to remove one chart, you can just remove the chart and just focus on one chart at that same time. So yeah, sneak peek. Can you redirect to a resource that can help do SNR markup? Yeah, if you go to my channel and check this video out, simple support and resistance strategy, but more detailed would actually be would be this video here. There you go. I just bought it yesterday. I don't know how 3 hours flew by. Damn. Nice grind on it though. Respect. 3 hour grind is not bad. Alright, gold. Wow, I'm glad we didn't take that, boys. Holy shit, man. That would have been really sad. Oh, I think I would have cried myself to sleep for it to do it like that, man. Like, no chance there. Oh, how nasty, bro. Really nasty. 15 closed bearish on broker, closed bullish on my broker, though. I don't know what made that happen, but damn, that would have just made me cry myself to sleep on a Friday. Which we don't want to be doing. That's such a boring... It's actually sad, man. Why can't we get over... We have to delete the pair, bro. We have to delete the pair. Hey, Joe. Hope you're well, brother. ECB still talking? Let's have a look. But this is gold. This is not DAX. We would see the same move in DAX. This was just the open volume. Let's see, let's see, let's see. No, nothing. Did his Insta get hacked? Yeah, his Insta got hacked, but he's acting like it got hacked. But see, I told you. Now he's just blatant about it. He's just blatant about it. How much you withdraw? No, yesterday he got 30,000, bro. 30,000 I still see on his story now. 30,000. You should include trailing drawdown as well. Yeah, it's not done yet, but thank you. We are going to include that. We are going to include that. I told you, okay, now you guys can all see the truth. I told you Joe is a scammer, bro. No one trusted me. He kept calling me. Look, here's the proof, guys. I told you from the beginning. No one trusted. Look, now he's coming here baiting. Tradesharpe, how many trades did you get this week? I got 3 trades this week. No, I missed one trade. Yesterday, it was a win. So yesterday was a win. Then there was a break even I attempted. Then there was a trade on Monday which came 0.85 from TP. Very close to TP. Nothing I could do. And then there was one trade in NY. Oh. Why is that dumping? I thought, I'll be honest, guys. I thought that was GJ. I'm like, how have we missed GJ? How is that such an easy close? Hello, why are we not trading US 30 in London? Look at this. This is easy shit, man. Yeah, you did take it. Yeah, that's nice, man. This week taught me patience and waiting for the setup to come to you. Nice. Test. What are you testing, bro? Does gold sales make sense? Let's have a quick look here. They would do below here. Yes, they would do. But we need to see some structure on 5. But they will make sense below here. No top wick on this, so very hard to enter that one. Yeah, on broker as well. Today is bank holiday, so it's either hit or miss, guys. Please do not come here expecting a signal. I do not control the market, but I will do my best. I'm here to make money and that is going to be my #1 priority. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I don't lose that. Can you use 1 minute strat on DAX? We're in the range, so we need to get out of the range, right? So we need something to close above, something like that, you know? I'm asking, oh, okay. My bad, bro, my bad. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. DAX setting up, it was trying, yeah. Just need a close above here. Listen, do not trade in the range today on bank holiday. Please trust me on this. Do not try to take a sneaky buy or something like that. 2 minutes for this 15-minute candle to, 5-minute candle to close. 12 minutes for the 15. So hopefully the next one can make some structure. GJ valid on the new 15 support? Yes. Still below my line, where my alert is. You want it's been rejecting there all morning, so we want it to get below that. We have 11 minutes though. Stop loss would be not too bad, I think. 15, 16 pips, yeah, it's not that bad. But it's moving really slow. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. I know recently this week's been not bad, guys. First week back after we had the crazy conflict going on last month. Not been bad. Break-even position. One just missed TP by a couple of pips. I can't avoid that. Yesterday was a win. Just I fumbled, my mistake, and didn't take the entry, but that was nice. Then we had a classic break-even trade. Nothing we can do about that. We managed risk well. And that was the week. So pretty average week. You know, on average, guys, just so you, if anyone's new here, I average around 3 trades a week. That's my average, 3 trades a week. If it's a banging week, I trade every day. It's really dependent on market conditions. So we just need to get back into like some solid wins here, but it's good signs, man, for the rest of the month. I'm not seeing any stupid things. Unfortunately, we had NFP yesterday, bank holiday today. It's kind of messed up a little bit of the charts. Yesterday, there was a winning position on DAX, but like I said, that was just my mistake. Some of the guys caught it. A lot of guys as well were missed it as well. It just happened pretty fast. But we can't, that's us to blame, not the market conditions. The market was pretty good, you know. Also, another thing I'm going to do, and I'm just announcing for the guys in the exclusive as well, is every week we're going to review your trades in the group. So we're going to review your last 5 trades because I want to start to see what you guys are doing and how, and I want to force you guys to journal. So every week on the webinars, we are going to review, your trades, okay? Because sometimes you might take a loss, and a lot of the time people are sharing losses with me that they have questions about, where I want to see losses where I can tell you that, no, you actually lost this trade, but you did nothing wrong. Or you won this trade, but this was a risky win because of XYZ. Because then if you take that in the future and you lose, you're like, shit, I won before, but this was actually ended up being a bad win. I know a lot of the trades we take together, but I want to see how you managed it. or my entry was late and I felt to do this. Like there's some small details that will actually get you guys to the next level. So every week we're going to select someone, and in the webinar we're going to do that. So if any of you guys on YouTube want to be one of those people as well, you have the opportunity to do that. It's a very good drill. And even if you, for whatever reason, don't want to take the reason to join, do it with your friends. Like if you can't afford it for some reason, I think you need to also try get a job at the same time to make sure that you can, because it should be something that's okay. But I understand everyone's on their own hustle, but do that with some friends. Find some, you just need to make sure that those friends can give good advice, but try get a group of friends and at the end of the week compare each other's trades, you know. But please make sure that they are focused, like everyone in the group is on the same path, have the same goals, and want to get better. If you find a friend who is just trying to flex to you and prove to you why they're trading better than you, it's not going to help you. It's just going to make you feel like I'm doing things wrong. You kind of want people to be like, you know, when you're reviewing trades, it's a non-subjective and basically just saying what you need to hear and why. Most importantly, why. Hi, I need advice. I'm watching you since 2023 September, my man, and fully following you from this March. I understood setup 1, setup 3, but my problem is I hesitate, so I enter with 0.01 lot and the trades hit TP. It's good, you're building the skill, but by now you should have started to, you know, build that confidence, man. You need to build that confidence. Let me remove this, it's gonna be loud. Quickly. Okay, 7 minutes. Wow. 5 minute, how's 5 minute looking? Again, that no structure pull down. But is this time enough for it to go? 1 hour does look nice. Yeah, it does look nice. Beautiful top wick here as well. But you know, DJ, man. Oh. I mean, if we take it on 5, stop loss kind of has to go here. 16 pips, 17 pips actually, if it closes below. But what if your friend has a different strat? Then you have to go and find places with the same strat. That's the reason I'm doing this drill in the group, because everyone is trading the same strat. It's not going to work if your friend is trading a different strat. You know? You need like-minded people. I won't do this drill if people are trading different. It would just make things worse for them. We have the 1 hour close. We do. On the 1 hour it looks nice, but I don't want to take it after the 1 hour. Alright, how can I join? Just from the link, man. Just from the link here, this one. Let me know if you guys have any problems. Someone messaged me and said that for some reason it's not working, but you can just join like that. Like, even if you need help finding people, just message, hey, anyone here trade supply? But you have to make sure that, let's say you trade supply and demand, you have to make sure that they're good traders, right? I wonder if back sells. If gold gets back, where are you looking back till, bro, Alex? You're looking for upside, you mean? It is bouncing from that 15. It looks super consolidation, my bad. It doesn't look the best, but it could try bounce back towards the highs here. That is possible, but I don't think risk to reward will be there. Let's have a look. 17 for 32, no. Oh, to sell it. Yeah, I think sells below here would be good. 337.335. I took that over an hour ago, held it till now. And just got out 15. I don't trust it holding that long, having a couple of chances to get B, small profit. Now I'm out small, but G's took that first break a low you were looking at. Yeah, I don't think I was looking at that. I mean, yeah, but then we didn't get the setup, right? But yeah, holy crap, man. What a journey. Luckily, it respected the highs. What a hold though. At least you just stayed calm. That's the best thing you did there. So it was an option. It's just GJ being GJ. Like any other pair, if you took that, I can't say anything wrong about that, man. You had 5-minute structure, you had everything. It's a perfect trade, man. Perfect trade. Just GJ being GJ these days, you know, give you a headache. Did you take US 30 yesterday? I did late, but I took it on paper because it was late and I wasn't sure if there's an extra push, so I just used it as data collection, and that's totally fine. Of course I regretted it and wish that I took it real, but it's just with me being honest. I always regret it, man. Like, I should have just given it a shot. But hey, maybe I'll be upset if I didn't. If it lost then. 3 minutes, I wonder if GJ will be the shot here. I tried to avoid it, but the entry looked clean. I still think it'll go down 30 minutes. It looks very bearish, but my trust in GJ is gone. If this closes below, I'm quite interested. Did you see my slip on US 100? I did, man. That was pretty crazy, bro. You did the right decision by managing, though. It's too much, that slippage. Gold closing below, still valid. We have 5-minute structure. It will be. Let's have a look here. 5-minute structure. Yeah, we have gold here as well, potential setup. So we have GJ and gold. Damn. 2 minutes for both. So I'm going to see which one closes. See what type of stops we're working on gold here. 32 for 27 here. I would prefer smaller stops. Maybe we can get away with the 5 stops, because honestly, if it breaks this 5, it's done. It's a done trade. So let's see if it closes below. Or is it going to be really boring? I can see on my other monitor, GJ is rejecting again. And gold is trying to reject, but we still have like almost 2 minutes. So we'll see. Previous stops or current? I think, what's the difference? 5 pips. That's the 15 high. I think we get away with this current one if it closes below. Let's see. About 34 seconds. Last second seems rejecting a bit. We'll see if it closes below or not. Alright, so we do have a close below there. Top wick being made right now. So for me, I think I'll go break of this low here. That would be my plan. Break of this low, stop loss above the high. Personally, since it's bank holiday, I'm not seeing too much volume yet on gold. I will be going 0.7% risk for myself here. And then be pretty aggressive on management. So that's my plan. If 5-minute close is bullish, I will be deleting the sell stop because I won't trust that. Depend. Obviously, thunderstorm is fine, but if it closes bullish back in the range, that's the plan. Not close for you on broker. How many people? On my, I see it's closed below. Here it's closed below. I need to see if there's like a lot of people who hasn't closed below. Did for Sil. Below. Okay, so it seems fine. Did? Okay. Okay, then we're fine. We're fine. Good top wick here, so this makes me a lot more confident. Sell stop. Hope this won't be boring, bro. I hope this won't be boring. And just break the high and start to reverse. Then it starts to look like a buy again. If this 15, you'll have 5 minutes set up 5 as well. Let's see. I don't mind if it breaks the high a little and then starts retracing. GJ closed below as well. Damn, don't tell me. Oh no, it didn't close below. Didn't. Be careful with this zone, Joe. This zone here, I've had it all morning. We've rejected it. I don't know how much I trust it. DAX wanting to move down too. Yeah, this is interesting. We have DAX moving down. We have GJ trying to move down and gold trying to move down. So it's like London session is following a trend. So if they all fail, it's how it is. Fuck GJ not trading it anyway, but just sorry meant a 15-minute, 5-minute nasty. Yeah, but that I took from a previous 15-minute zone, because if you look, the candle is a news candle. So I took the zone behind the news candle. I'll show you, but I just want to keep this on my screen. If you mark the 15 before that news candle, you'll see that zone and how we're just respecting it. Man, 1 minute for this to close. There was a nice rejection that came. I don't know if you guys saw that. I thought it was about to flip and go, but now I think we're making a higher low on 1 minute. Yeah, this was beautiful 1 minute structure as well here. So let's see, 1 minute. I'm still gonna keep it because in 1 minute we could dump and end up closing as a setup thunderstorm. We could get a thunderstorm setup. But I'm not gonna be sad if it doesn't. The 30-minute resistance looks a little scary. Which one? This resistance up here? For a buy? Yeah, for a buy, yeah. Broke high on broker? I know, it's okay. It's okay that it broke high. That will just be a stop, but 18 seconds, guys. So I'm just going to delete my sell stop. I doubt in 18 seconds it dumps. Like, if I'm just being honest, and if it does, I'll just re-enter it. But that's a shame. We were very close to getting triggered there. I was happy with the plan. Wouldn't really change much about it. Nice 5-minute structure, 15-minute close below. Just no continuation. And we can't really expect continuation because sometimes, you know, bank holiday can be slow. But the important thing is we keep safe. Look at GJ just mucking about. Look, the one thing I can see on GJ is, so I'm very interested to see, is if we do close below a 5-minute candle, I wonder if we just absolutely melt, man. I wonder if we absolutely melt. This will be the first 5-minute candle closing below all morning, bro. All morning. $421 is watching. What is wrong? Should be around 300. Oh, come on, man. Don't be sad like that. about to get into a position there. It was looking good. It was looking good. It was looking good. But you know what to do. Break of low and break of high always saves us. It does save you. It does save you. DAX just dumped from that high and now is retracing that, stuck in the range, right? The range can be super nasty, man. Super nasty. But bank holiday today, you know, it's not the worst thing here. DJ just press sell from the top of the range. I know, but I kind of feel like if we do get eventually a 5 close below, the nice thing is if a 5 candle close below, if the 5-minute candle closes below, we have a good chance that it should be a quick move. So I would be able to enter that, and if it doesn't move quick, you can expect it to be slow. I can just get out. No, it doesn't make sense. It's 15-minute close below structure. 5-minute, it's only on a 5-minute, not a 15. There's a lot of things wrong with that S5. Break of structure on 15. Lower high. Only a 5-minute change of structure. 1 hour closed bullish, so that helps actually. I'll take that back, but 30-minute looks really bad. What's your thought process on staying out based on the 1 hour on GJ? I'll show you the zone I marked here. So yesterday was a news candle. Sometimes news candles don't act as LTAs. You have to look at the level behind the news candle, which is this one here. We're just respecting that level, so it's pretty difficult. Just all morning we're respecting that level. So it's tough to take it like that, you know? Like if you take this trade, if I took this trade and won, it would not be a good win. I wouldn't be happy with it because it's just something I know I lose long term. It's not a trade. That makes it not a trade. Botting? Oh, boring. Yeah, it is boring. But it is bank holiday, so... Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a little bit shit. And that's the case. We call it because... we gave a shot, we had our sell stop ready, and now everything's ranging. GJ's ranging, DAX is ranging, gold is, believe it or not, ranging, right? And you just call it. Make it early, go enjoy your weekend, and we smash it next week, hopefully. This week was not bad. Next week, I'm coming in full prepared because if I get a trade that goes 0.8 to TP and I start to see rejection, I'm out making money. I'm not going to miss a trade. Going surfing, that sounds amazing, man. Enjoy your session. And hopefully you have some clean waves, bro, and enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I really appreciate everyone showing up to stream. See you guys on Monday. Show up on Monday and make sure to be there. And yeah, how's your week been? Yeah, good week. I missed one trade that would have made my week up. I took break even, and then also on Monday I had a nice trade, but it was 3 pips from TP. 3 pips from TP, man. So yeah, anyways, I'm seeing Oasis live tomorrow. Enjoy, man. Enjoy listening to Oasis, man. Sounds amazing. Enjoy your weekend. Seems like you guys got things planned, and yeah, do take time to enjoy that. And I'm gonna catch you guys hopefully on Monday. So much love, take care, and show up on Monday, guys. Hopefully see you then. Peace. Cheers.